I want to be honest with you, when I was growing up in rural Missouri, never did I believe in my wildest dreams I would be working here at the White House. I knew from an early age that I was gay. I was afraid to tell my family. I was afraid to tell my friends. I was worried how it would impact the rest of my life. I felt extremely alone, and I'm sure many of you out there feel the same way. Quite frankly, I was terrified. You may have seen the It Gets Better videos by the President, the Vice President, several members of the Cabinet, and other members of the administration. Like the President said, there's a whole world
waiting for you, filled with possibilities. There are people out there who love you and care about you just the way you are. And so, if you ever feel like because of bullying, because of what people are saying, that you're getting down on yourself, you've got to make sure to reach out to people you trust.
The President's right, and there's several people here at the White House that I would like for you to meet.
For me, it was tough. I grew up at a time when there weren't really any positive images of gay people in popular culture. So as I was growing up, I knew it was tough being different, being the other, and I was scared.
It wasn't easy to come out as gay in 1980s in Columbus, Ohio, in high school. For a long time, I thought I was the only person in my community. I couldn't have imagined then what my life would be like now.
Back then, I was constantly embarrassed, afraid of who I was. I just knew that every hand gesture, motion, how I dressed seemed to scream to the world that I was gay. And I didn't like it, and it actually scared me.
I knew I was different by 3rd grade. And by 5th grade, I knew that I could probably never tell anybody how different I was. And my feelings of isolation kind of grew by the time I went to high school, because even though I was one of the guys on the outside, on the inside I knew that I was completely different from everybody else.
When I was 14 years old, I had really big plans for myself. I had hopes and dreams about what I could accomplish, and I was afraid that if I admitted to myself that I was gay and I let my family know that I was gay, that they wouldn't accept me and that those dreams would be outside of reach.
When I was 5 years old, I knew I was different. I felt being different was my fault. The shame and the embarrassment kept me from talking to my family for years.
I remember feeling less than because I didn't always fit in with my classmates. I didn't think it would get better.
Growing up, I was never alone, but I was always lonely. I carried a secret that I couldn't share with anyone.
Back then, I grew up in Tucson, Arizona, in a traditional Mexican-American family. What was toughest was watching my sister endure those moments of ridicule with me. It felt never-ending.
My mom is my best friend, and I remember when I was young, I just lived a life of self-isolation, and I hid in fear because I was just so afraid to disappoint her, and I was scared and lonely. And then I uttered the words to her that I said to her, "I'm gay." And I'll never forget that day as long as I live. I still get goosebumps when I think about it, and it does get better.
For those of you from rural America and or living in small towns, I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know it really does get better.
If I could, I'd want to go back to that 14-year-old person and shake them because I had no perspective.
I couldn't have imagined the person that I am today.
I couldn't have imagined that I'd be supported by my family, my friends, my community, and even the President of the United States. It gets better.
It's hard to imagine how that scared 13-year-old became the person I am today.
We all know what you're going through, and we're all behind you. It really does get better.
Be true to yourself because it does get better.
And when you realize that it's okay to be yourself, you can accomplish anything.
Believe me, things really do get better.
Don't let anybody tell you that you're a second-class citizen or that you don't deserve the best in life, because you do.
And every day, it gets better.